today part 2 because the crackers say I can only record half an hour. So it is right now 3:38 in the afternoon. It's a Friday. You know, I wish I could say TGIF, but every day look like the same. You know, Friday, January 28, 2022. And I'm just here like venting and whatnot, you know, but yeah, it just seemed very, very tragic, you know. Oh my god, this is it's coconut oil, but it's like a rock. Remember that song? Say like a rock. Like I feel like I thought about that song right now. I cannot even get it out. It's like how to be very warm-blooded. Yeah, shouldn't come out. You see, it's what's it called? It's very malleable, you know, like whatever. It's like a plastic bag, but it's a bottle, and it's supposedly PVA free, whatever. It's very expensive. This was 3 of these little bottles for $6. And that was at Burlington, you know, that was like, you know, the closeout clearance section. And you imagine people paying $20 for these little bottles. What is worth it? Because, you know, if you put it in a jar and then it get hot, you're gonna leak. Oh shit, I dropped. Oh, they used to say, if you don't drop it, it's not gonna... I don't even know how to say that word in English. But they, you know, they said I should go a long way when you spill. I think it's bullshit. I don't like to spill shit. It's just so cold that the skin go like a parchment, like a papyrus. Like, you know. It's still snowing, you know. This is so annoying because sometimes a little one fall in your nose and you get itchy. You want to scratch. I got mine. Oh wow. It's coconut oil from Nigeria. It's really good. It's so good. And I've been looking for these little bottles, you know, like I said, like this gotta be like it. This gotta be it. Because even if it gets liquid, all I gotta do is just, you know, squeeze it slowly, and I get a little bit at a time. So it's kind of like a good invention, but I don't understand why it's like so freaking expensive. These little bottles, they look like something else. I would say it's like a December holiday lights, you know. The way they used to make them when I was little. They used to make the labels this size and bigger for like the big trees in all colors. It was beautiful. That was beautiful, but they wouldn't last. If you hit them a little bit, it's like they break. So, and it was dangerous for fires and shit. Now with LED, like, you know, which I don't even know what are the side effects of LED. Every time they come out with this new invention, it's like, you know, apparently it don't have any side effects. The fluorescent lights, you know, the tubes, I think it's called fluorescent light, those are horrible. Those are horrible. I keep telling people, it's just like, don't have it in your house because, you know, it can make you angry. You know, if you're already angry, it can make you angrier because it's flickering. And it make your eyes really tired. This is like, well, I wear sunglasses because I found, you know, when it was a lockdown, they was having a purge, you know, like what they call like luxury goods, you know, and this like sunglasses are so good because, you know, like you can see clearly and you can see that really protect you from the sun, you know. There's so many sunglasses that it's just tinted, that's it, tinted plastic, and that's it, you know. So They say, I don't know if it's true, but when I was young, that's what my mom, some ophthalmologists say. If it's not really UV protected, if it's not UV protected, then it's like you're gonna burn your cornea because you're just fooling your eye, saying like, oh, it's nice and shady, so the pupil is gonna dilate, right? Like right now, my pupil is very dilated because this shit is dark. I can see very, very well, but I think it's like, well, I don't know. I cannot see my pupil. So if it was like in the sun, if I was at the beach and stuff, especially with the what's it called, the ocean, how it reflect like snow. You burn your corneas. So I'm glad I got like 12 pairs. Got like 10 pairs. Like, I don't know. I haven't counted them. And you can tell the difference. And the other day I went to the store. I went to TJ Maxx, and it's like they didn't have as much selection as they used to, and they was all like $40-$30. I was like, what? I got these for $12.99. A designer, like a you can tell. You can tell. People tell me like, oh shit, those are real. Those glasses are real. I'm like, yeah. It's like, you see how they get you? They get you even if you're a communist. Just like, it's a luxury. Your health is a luxury. But I gotta wear them. If I get in the train, they have fluorescent light everywhere. It's just so annoying. In the program, in the room where we are, they have like 10 tubes. 10 tubes plus the television. The television is bigger than this. Really big television. It's like wow. And it is kind of like a, it feel like a protection. It feel like a protection. And now I know why, there's a lot of bitches that don't take off their sunglasses. I mean, it's like, not that I've been, because without electrolysis, I just really did not really feel like makeup. It was just so like, come on, my only concern is just like, plucking everything. Pluck. They say you're not supposed to, but, I just, I found that it lasted longer. And, so it was like, I don't know, more efficient. And it's like, I just, obviously, I don't think there's a bitch who like to shave her face. Who the fuck like to shave her face? Like, nobody. So it's like, so that alone, just like, like by the time I finish, it's like, yeah, well, makeup, hell no. But now that I'm starting to, well, they see I still have another year. They told me the other day, yeah, it takes 2 years for all the cycles, because all the hairs got a cycle, and some of them, they take turns, and they decide to come out, like, oh, I want to come out now, and like, so it's, they told me 2-year cycle. I'm just so glad I have it. Can you imagine? And they're remodeling the place where I get the electrolysis. I'm sure that shit's gonna cost $200 an hour. And you get what you get. If she's new, an hour, if they have a lot of hair, it's just like, it's gonna do like half your face. Or not even, in 1 hour. And if they are experts, if they are like, they've been doing it for years, I know some of them, these bitches, they go like, they don't stop. The ones that say, they do even the little like pitch fuzz. They do everything. I say, yeah, do the pitch fuzz, because I don't trust them. I feel like those motherfuckers are gonna get thick and they're gonna grow. It's like, so I'm gonna look pretty cute. And if I get to do my nose to something more feminine, I'm like, I think I'll be able to to have a normal life. I'm gonna have a normal life. Like, just to, I mean, I can say normal life as to just not being able to stick like a damn sore thumb, you know. I'm not gonna stick out like a sore thumb. Is it recording? Yeah, it's recording. So yeah, because sometimes it's like I'm just like, oh, it's not recording. I'm just talking to. Well, I know I'm talking to myself. You know, it's like I'm not that delusional. Like a lot of people, you know, there's a lot of people that are really crazy and like not to be like, but to the. I mean, if you see channels on YouTube that, you know, even if they have the videos, they have like 200 views, you know, on average, you know, that means that they watch for a minute. Once you watch for like 30 seconds or 1 minute, it counts as a view. It counts as a view. It's like, I'm gonna be like, you know, I mean, in my videos have like 10 views. You think I'm supposed to believe that everybody watched the whole damn thing, that they got nothing to do in their life? Although it's like, that's what we used to do. And there's still people doing it with television. Just lay down in bed and it's like watch and just watch one after another, like change the channels. So yeah, I mean, like I feel like, and I know people are like, oh my God, I got to make another video. Blah, blah, blah. It's like, it's just like, you realize the competition, you know, how are we competing with millions and millions of people, you know, I mean, like, just for attention. So it's like, if somebody once in a great while is like, they leave a comment and they say, oh, you know, like, oh, you know, it's very interesting what you got proposing, whatever. Like, so what? Well, thank you so much. You just wasted your time. No, it's like, I mean, like, for real. I mean, like, you know, I mean, it's just like, I know God work in mysterious ways. And, you know, I guess sometimes some people, they need to hear what I gotta say, you know. Even a broken clock is right twice a day. Twice a day is right. Tell you that. Oh, you know, Marcus gave me my watch last night, and I love it because it's leather. It's a little too manly, but you know, it's not too manly because it's just simple. It's just simple, but you know, I'm blind like a bat, so I need to see. Now I can see, and it's right on time. It's like 7 minutes to 4 p.m. I better start getting going on because it's gonna get like, the light's gonna be going out and I'm gonna go through the park. I still have like another half an hour, but it's cold, just too cold, you know. And this little snow, you know, like slush, it just melt, you know. So so we'll see. I mean, like but yeah, I think I expect to be talking about this year a lot about mental detox, you know, what I call like de-westernization of the mind, you know, restoration of the mind, all that stuff, you know. The decolonial process, you know, that's a lifetime. It's a lifetime process. So because I'm like, I feel like the more I talk, the more real it becomes. The more I talk about it, the more like, you know, and it's just like so many areas. It's just like, it's holistic, just like everything. Because the crackers, they have attacked everything. I don't think they have left an area of our culture or, you know, everything have been targeted, you know, especially this past 200 years. You know, once they started making movies too, that's gonna be like 100 years. Once they started making the movies, you know, yeah, like right before I go, like, you know, I've been watching a lot of documentaries on this hotel in Argentina. I think it's in Cordoba, in the Cordoba state, or whatever they call it over there. Sometimes they call it department, sometimes they call it state. So since 1896, 97, I forgot, they made this hotel in a year and a half. more than 900 acres of land. The hotel alone. It's like a palace. It's like a palace, you know, like the sizes and stuff. Imagine, this shit was built in a year and a half. By whom? We don't know. That shit was slavery. This shit was slavery. Because who can make that whole thing in a year and a half? And it's a Nazi hotel. A Nazi hotel is like, you know, and everybody cover up. Not only in Argentina, the whole country. They knew about it. They say, you know, any letter, they used to put like Hotel Argentina, or, you know, or El Eden. It's used to call the Eden Hotel. That's what it was, El Eden. All this stuff, and you know, it had different owners. You know, one of them that was like, you know, super fanatical of, you know, Hitler. They had a shrine with flowers to Hitler, and I was like, you know, this is why I'm telling you, like, you know, they say, oh, not all of them. How can you, like, more than 100 years of a hotel operating? Even Hitler himself, he came over. There's some pictures there. There's testimony. Some Amanda, I forgot what's her name, she testified that she brought in food to his room. And she saw him walking around. This is disgusting. I mean, like, you know, the whole thing, you know, like, and then and how they used, you know, so much stuff from communism, you know, which I mean, like, obviously, everything that comes from the mind of the Neanderthal, it's not good. It's not good for humanity. You know, everything that mankind do is not good for humanity. So I know, but you know, they call it Marxism, they call it socialism, communism, whatever, but it's not even as good as the system we used to have here in the Anahuac. You know, and and most of the people in the Anahuac, they knew, and they call it, you know, they knew, I mean, they call it the same name, Toltecayotl, or Toltecayotl, you know, which is like the blueprint of life, you know, like the principles of Ma'at, you know, which is like being, just complementing, being part of nature. That's it. We gotta go back to that. We know there's copies, and they don't want to release them. But sure enough, I'm sure, like, you know, I give it like 20, 30 years. It's gonna come out a copy of the whole Toltecayotl, the whole principles of it, which has been like, you know, this is how we operate here in the Anahuac. It's called the Anahuac. And in the south, they call it Abya Yala. So Abya Anahuac. It's combined together, the whole continent, the whole landmass is Abya Anahuac. You know, and Nicaragua, that's what it means. It means that this is, until here, it's called Anahuac. After Nicaragua, it's called Abya Yala. So we're finding out, you know, who we are, where we come from, and stuff, you know. And this is not from Kurimio, whatever, you know, that Chinese guy. No, this is like, this is stuff that our people are finding out, because, you know, if we was to give our indigenous nations scholarships to you know, funding for them to develop their own archaeology and the whole whatever, you know, all the sciences they needed to excavate and to decipher and to, like, you know, interpret all this stuff, you know, we will get there. Like, it's a school bus and it got a flashing light on top. She distracted me. It's like a flashing light. And I thought, is that the cops? It's like, oh shit, I didn't even tell you. This morning I'm like, I was crossing Dykeman, and I look to my right, and I see this humongous, blood-spangled banner. I'm like, oh my God, I really thought that shit was the Nazis. I got like, what the fuck is going on? Every time, you see that shit is like, and it's not July, it's like, watch out. Oh, I cannot do it sideways. I took some video. I was even hesitant to go there, I was even hesitant to go like, oh my gosh, should I walk over there? Like, what the hell is gonna be there? It's like the skinheads or some shit. Is like, I thought that they just like, oh, we're claiming our territory, and this is gonna be. I swear, like all this shit crossed the mind, All this shit crossed the mind. It was like, I said, like, what is it? And then I started seeing the motorcycles. There's a line of motorcycles that never ended. I mean, like, it seemed to me like, what? This is like pigsty. Like, like, you see that flag? I was like, this is not July. What the hell is going on? I mean, like, over there when I go to the Rockaways at the beach, that's they got a lot of those in the street, outside the house. And everybody know what that shit means, that that's all they live over there too, Even when you take the bus, the bus drop you whatever you want to be dropped. You just tell them, oh, I want to be dropped or whatever, And they stop every corner. They stop every corner to pick up. They got bus stop in every corner. And if there's somebody there, they stop. I was like, what the hell? And it turned out it was one of these... whatever. I thought it was like, that's extreme. That shit is extreme. Come on. Come on. It's like you're trying to... Oh my God, one of us. It's falling, one of us, like whatever, like, And every time they break the law and they end up killing, anybody else that is not a pig. Oh, that shit don't matter. It's just shit that happened at work. It's just like, like, are you serious? And we spend billions of dollars to train them on de-escalation. Oh my God, I wonder if I don't... It's snowing harder. You know what I mean? We train them and everything, and they just... Oh, we don't wanna use it. Well, the chokehold's been outlawed for years. Like, oh well, we gotta use it or whatever. Like, they never go to jail. So you tell me if I don't have any reason to be upset. I have a big reason to be upset, because this stuff is just make despondent. And it's just like, it's not too far from there, to authoritarianism. You go here, you go there, like whatever you like. You start seeing them everywhere. You start like, whatever, for what? For what? We got record low crime in New York City. Record low crime. And the shootings, I don't think it's the people who are doing the shootings. I think they're hiring people to go like, because just like the doctors, they worry about like, oh shit, people are getting too healthy. What should we do? What should we do? People are getting too healthy. Let's go, like, just crazy. Just crazy how you incentivize illness, you incentivize, crime. If there's no crime, it's like, well, you're not gonna touch our budget. Shit is $12 billion a year. It's like, shit, it's like they actually want more money. They've been asking for more money. The big is like, you got some effing nerve. You wasn't even supposed to get a raise. But after the Twin Towers, they threw a tantrum, and they say, well, if you don't give us what we asked, then we're not gonna protect you. We started like terrorizing people, like, oh, the boogeyman is coming, and you need to give us a lot of dollars so we can protect you. Right? And that shit was never adjusted. It was never adjusted. And it should have been adjusted. Just like the Patriot Act. They say, oh, there's just a couple of months. We need to like, because the bad guys, the bad guys. The White House, the white guys, the white, the bad guys. Yeah, it was the same shit. It's just a joke, like freaking, 400 years and, or whatever, 200 something years, and we only had like one mulatto from hell that was even worse than the other crackers. Anyway, till next time.